Is it on my face too?
Yeah.
Yay.
It kind of feels like we're about to say something really serious.
Yeah, it feels like a situation.
Or that we're about to go on a Catherine Tate
sketch.
Little Britain, like, you know, when they're like...
Or a news
reel.
Hello everyone. Could you move that way a little bit? Hello everyone. So, as you can probably tell, we're not at home. We're currently in Dartmouth whilst our wardrobes are being fitted. We've got both of the dogs with us. Ziggy's just sat next to the camera, he's being the director, but we thought it would be a good opportunity kind of before we get back and the cottage is done with another round of renovations and we won't have builders for a while, to just sit down and do a bit of a Q&A, kind of run through some things, some life updates. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, run through some life updates, and I put a question box out on Instagram and I've had lots of questions, so we thought we would run through some of those together, which is our first time doing it as well. Doing like a proper Q&A.
It is.
Okay, should I run through them?
Okay.
So we've chosen about 15, I think, so...
And we said we're going to try and answer them quickly because we always just go off and off and off.
Chat. I think it's good that we're doing it in the morning without any drink because, sometimes we do these things when we've had a couple of glasses of something. The first question, which I had a few times, was a variation of, when will you be starting a family? There's another question that says, I know you mentioned you were unsure on children, what are your thoughts on it now? So I guess for the second question, we have been really back and forwards about wanting to have children or not having children. We know that if we were to, we would adopt.
Yeah.
I think, as far as I'm concerned, we obviously talk about this off camera, but I feel right now like I do want to have children. I want to focus on other things right now, like my career, yours as well, and just kind of making the most of life. I don't think we're not in a rush. We're going to adopt. It doesn't mean... I think we're also not necessarily specific on having really young children, so if there's someone that's the right match for our family that's 4 or 5, then I think we'd be open to adopting a child that was slightly older or younger, just dependent on circumstance. So I think that's the same thing.
I think so. I think it's just like there's no plans right now for children.
Yeah, if you would have asked me that a year ago, I honestly think I would have said by now we would have started. Or not had them at all. But yeah, I think we're just kind of relaxed. Oh no, there's Aperol there.
Oh well, we need some for home.
Right now we're just relaxed and enjoying life a bit.
Yes. Just enjoying us.
So in terms of when will you be starting a family, I think never say never. In my mind, I don't think it will be within the next 2 years.
I don't think it'll be in our 20s.
No.
And you're 27, I'm 26, about to be 27, so... Yeah, I don't think we will have children by the time we're 30.
No.
We could, but right now I don't think that is what will happen.
What is your full-time job?
I'm a mortgage advisor, which I feel like you said a lot.
Yeah, I've said that quite a lot in my vlogs.
But yeah, on Instagram you probably would never have mentioned that. So yeah, I'm a mortgage advisor full-time.
And you know...
I used to work at Waitrose 1 day a week, and I've done that for literally just under 10 years, and I quit that 2 days ago. And now I do still 4 days a week doing my mortgage, and then 1 day a week I'm working with you.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
3 days a week, because you're going to do Saturday and Sunday as well.
And every morning and evening.
My full-time job, so I've had a bit of a few changes in career, but I am an interior designer and a content creator, so doing YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, that kind of stuff, and then working with residential design clients as well, which I do completely for myself under my own kind of brand. I haven't taken on new clients in a long time because I've just been kind of going on with existing clients and their projects, which are taking a lot of time, but I will be kind of announcing more on that very soon.
You can see Ziggy between us there.
Oh yeah. Giving side eye in the back.
Can't see, but he's in a nappy.
what are the top 3 countries you want to visit? We've actually been talking about this a lot over the last couple of days. I personally don't love travelling. I love going away, but I am such a home bird. I feel really safe in familiar surroundings, and so it has to be like a very beautiful place for me to want to go.
Like flying.
I'm quite scared of flying.
You also you're not the healthiest when we're away.
Yeah, I always
your body, you're a very sensitive body.
Yeah.
Like new environments.
Yeah, I always get sick and so there are lots of places locally that I want to see as well. I would say top 3 new places to visit for me would be, I would like to go to Sweden.
Yes,
That's quite high on my list, which we've never been to. I would also like to go to... Where else is there? I would quite like to go to Mexico.
Yeah, I would like
I feel like there's a lot of like nice design, and it's
I'd
very
like to go
relaxed.
to Canada.
Yeah, and Canada I'd really like to go to. As well.
We were actually saying I would love to go to Morocco, but it's illegal to be gay, so I will not be going there. But if they do one day make it legal, I would like to go to Morocco.
Yeah.
So maybe one day.
So that's that.
That's 4.
Are you feeling more settled in your home now after the issue with selling? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next question.
Simple answer. I think being completely open, I had a very difficult time after and before that, really, with my mental health and well-being, but have been working very hard, and I feel really positive and just in a really good place right now, and like not reliant at all on a house move, or which is really nice. I'm enjoying other things, and we're also making our house a lot more perfect for us, so I just feel happier there already. Which
I
is
feel
really nice.
like whenever something like this happens, I don't know whether it's just because you look at it in a good way, but you always do look back and think like, oh, I'm so glad that happened. Like, I'm glad that the house sale fell through now, but obviously at the time it doesn't feel like that. But
yeah, I'm glad.
I can look back and I'm really glad we didn't move to where we were planning on moving to, like any of the houses we were considering. I think. Yeah. Oh, we will be happy. Like we are happier.
We're happier
where
now,
we are,
and we can find something more perfect for us when the time's right.
Exactly.
I guess that's kind of the next one. Do you still plan on buying a second home, and if so, what type of property will it be? We're not really sure yet on that one. I think so I'm designing product and doing some other things, and I'm putting a lot of money and energy into that. I think dependent on, like, never say never, but I would really like to have a second property, but I think almost what we're thinking now is our current house will be the second property. So maybe in a couple of years' time, or sooner or later, we might buy an apartment or something in a city that's kind of more convenient for everyday life, and then either keep our house and rent it out long term, or as a holiday let, or we're quite open to that. But in terms of the style of property, I think if we were to buy a second one, it would be a city apartment.
Something a bit different to what we've got now.
I think like a Georgian city centre apartment, so that it's quite different to a cottage.
But it's not our focus right now, really, is it?
No, other things.
We've just got other things
going on. Where and how did you and Mikey meet? I think I have answered that before, but we were actually introduced by our friend Jazz, who mentioned that we would probably get on, and
she was right.
She was right, and we went for Starbucks, didn't we? We had what did we have, like a Frappuccino?
Like caramel.
We were 17, things. It was 10 years ago nearly, and that was it.
The rest was history.
The rest is history.
I can't believe that was nearly 10 years ago.
I know, that's so weird, isn't it? It's gone
scary.
Life has gone so fast, especially recently this year. Don't you feel like it's just gone really fast?
Yeah.
Which interior item do you think makes the biggest difference to a room? I'm guessing that one's for me.
I'm really good at interior design.
Well, probably very obvious, but I would say the most important thing is the paint colour. It obviously completely transforms a room, so making sure that you've got a colour that reflects what you're trying to achieve. If you want something that's calming and relaxing, for me that looks like a warm, muted, kind of neutral tone. If you're wanting something that's really fun and energised, then obviously going for a colour that represents that to you. So I think paint colour has a really big impact on a room, even just painting the skirtings in a colour. Or sorry about the dogs, by the way, they're going a bit crazy in the background.
Moving around to that.
Okay.
What about item?
The specific item, I would say a lot of people say curtains, which do add, they soften the room a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously different rooms will have different items, but I would actually say anything that is in a natural wood texture for me. So any kind of large piece of furniture with natural wood, whether that's a dining table, a chair, like a wooden accent chair, a sideboard, a wardrobe, having something in a room that is warm oak or pine or walnut, something wooden, I think is the most important piece of furniture you should have in every room.
Had it here first.
What are your plans for your garden? You can walk through that.
That's again a youth thing.
Okay, I'll just quickly. People are also asking if I will do a tour of the garden and a YouTube video, which I definitely will. So we're just looking into the new garden furniture right now. We're thinking a nice corner sofa, a coffee table, and then a round table with a nice parasol. So that's furniture.
We have actually already done a lot of work.
We've done a lot of the prep.
It just needs like...
Yeah, I will show kind of full before and afters, but we've already done a lot of the like woodwork. We've had people level it, we've had sleepers made a few years ago, but we just didn't really put it all together.
It just didn't like finish.
So we're planning on doing a stone garden, kind of in a French Italian style, with 2 quite large sleepers or planters, which will have, I think, maybe more of a wild garden look to them, where we'll just plant seed and just let them grow. And then we'll be getting lots of larger kind of terracotta pots and urns and putting some very hardy plants in that we can't kill.
Yeah.
And that's the plan.
I feel like when we went to Dalesford the other day, I just love all of their like big pots and plants and
we'll keep it like earthy, neutral, just like an extension of our house, I think, is what I want, like calming, relaxing.
And hopefully when it's really nice we will actually
use it more
and clean it more, because we just let it get a bit weedy.
We do.
We just like to invite all the weeds in. Don't like to kill anything.
What is your 5-year plan?
Ooh.
That's a hard one, because everything I've been kind of going through in therapy and in other things is to try and get rid of planning, because I'm a really organised person, probably to a fault. But
some
goals in 5 years, I would love to have written a book. I would like to have a podcast, like an interiors podcast, in terms of career goals. Those are 2 big ones for me. I would love to feel, which I do mostly, but just to feel really happy and confident in what I'm doing, and just feel quite stable, I think, which would be nice. And then other goals in 5 years, I think I would like to be a bigger family. So like we'll get a few dogs. I would like to, I think, have children in 5 years. Not saying definite, but I would like that.
If you think now in 5 years, you would think?
I would like to have probably moved.
Yes, I think so.
Or have something else that we've renovated and we can be really proud of. And I think that's the 5-year plan for me. What was your, I guess the life part will be the same, but what's your work plan?
I think I would like to have, I know the life thing, but just to reiterate, I think I would think kids in 5 years.
Someone's doing some building work outside, let me shut the window. Shh.
And yeah, some kind of move or new house or something I would like to have done. I would like to work-wise, I think my goal in 5 years' time would be to work more with you. Whether that's
So if your
not
dad is
doing my
watching
own
this.
job or doing your, like, I don't know whether that's not doing my job, but just like be more integrated.
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
Because obviously we feel quite separate in our jobs. Obviously, hopefully that will come with me working with you, but just in, you know more about my work and I know more about your work.
Yeah, I also think...
And both be more successful in those things.
Yeah.
Not that we're not.
We're very lucky that obviously Mikey works in mortgages, I work in interiors, so they do link. So if there was a setup where, which we haven't really spoken about, but where we could work together, either in the same office or from home, you're doing the mortgage stuff and I'm doing, that would be...
It doesn't even have to be like the businesses.
No, but just to have like
just
a co-working
and
like maybe have
like feel like less
people...
like your job, my job, and more like our job.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. If you weren't doing your current job, what would you do instead?
I always said I think I would like to have been an estate agent.
Yeah.
So clearly something in houses, but I just
Yeah.
do like, so like when we go on like house viewings and stuff, I always do like going on, going on house viewings. I feel like I would just be nosy around
like
people's
selling
houses.
sunset.
Yeah, maybe that's what I would do. I'd move to America and sell houses in my high heels.
Maybe. I think I would, if it couldn't have anything to do with interiors or kind of social media, like design or social media.
Something different.
I think I would really like to have worked, so my dream was always to work in an art gallery. Like I love the idea of like organising art and like writing about, like I like writing, so writing about the artists and like curating collections. So being a curator in a gallery in London or something would have been a bit of a dream. More recently, I think I would really enjoy working in TV.
I think you would like that.
Not necessarily in front of the camera, like doing something behind the scenes, like just like on a show, like production,
like seeing how it works.
Yeah, I think I would enjoy that kind of environment, and yeah, I think that. But I mean, that's really hard to get into, so I'm not saying that's what I would do. I'd probably be doing like a very normal job, like I don't know. No, I just don't actually think I would have ever been like a dentist or a lawyer or a builder or a... I just don't...
You're creative.
I think
so
I would,
needed something creative.
I think like marketing and that. Maybe PR. Maybe I do PR.
Maybe I do PR in this alternate life.
Who has more money in their bank account right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I pay for everything.
You can only save one item, not Mikey or the dogs, from your house in a fire. What would you save?
Oh, you can only save one item.
Yeah. For me, I have a teddy that I've had from when I was really young.
Oh, Lala.
Yeah. Which is Lala from the Teletubbies, I think.
And she is on her last legs.
Last legs, I've been trying. Do you know, actually, no, I wouldn't save that. This is a weird one. Oh no, because actually I think we still have the copies of that. I was going to say we've got an album from our wedding day which has everyone wrote a message and
I was
like drunk.
What Courtney did? Oh,
no, the
I was going to say
photo.
what Courtney did.
Yeah.
But she probably would
But
have
she would have
copies
copies of that because it was typed, but the other one it was printouts from a photo booth and everyone wrote notes and stuff, and we have it on our coffee table.
That is actually a really nice book as well.
The book's really nice, the photos are really nice. We could probably get the photos.
You couldn't get the message.
But we couldn't ever get the messages.
Oh no, I know what I would save.
What?
Our box of all of our cards.
Oh yeah.
From when we met.
Yeah.
Or from when we met till now.
Don't
We
know
put our cards. Do you not?
Have a long time struggling to try and find it.
It's in the bifolds. In a box. We put it in a box.
In the bifold? Oh yeah.
We basically have a box where we just put every card that we've ever written each other, but clearly you haven't put your birthday cards in there.
No, I didn't really put any in there. I've been putting them somewhere else.
But yeah, I'd say that.
I think the last one, how are we doing for timing? 20 minutes? God, we're good.
God, that went longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I was like, this won't take long.
The last question is, what is your biggest regret?
It can't be the last one, that's a bit sad.
Yeah, maybe we'll do one more. I'll have a look. But yeah.
Oh, I don't like saying regrets. I like to pretend to myself I don't have any.
Okay,
I feel like everyone likes to say that they don't have any.
Yeah, don't pretend.
I would say a regret I actually have, as long as it wouldn't change anything else. So that's
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
uni.
I feel like mine's probably
I
the same.
wish I didn't go to uni.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't have changed anything else, which it would have. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad I went to uni because it meant that we stayed together probably
Yeah.
and all of those things. But other than that, I feel like I gained nothing from uni except for a
Yeah.
student loan.
Same, and I also feel like another one for me is uni and also not moving to London.
Yeah.
I think I would have really like
That is something I think you would have.
thrived
Benefited
off
from.
of going, and I think I'm now like kind of making up for that. I go to London
Yeah.
every week, but
I don't think you would have stayed living in London either. I
No.
think it would have just been good for you for like a year
a couple of
or
years
a couple of
maybe,
years just
yeah.
to like.
Almost if I
see a
didn't
new
go
world.
to uni and I could have just like lived and had a job, like a
Yeah. Or
very
if you went to
normal
uni
job.
in London, maybe that would
Yeah.
have been good.
So yeah, that. And then let me try and find a new one.
Maybe answer that one.
What was your fave room in your cottage and why?
Favourite room in your cottage?
Sorry, someone wrote fave.
I know, but that sounded like it didn't. People might not have heard what you said.
For me, my favourite room is probably our kitchen, because even though there are probably some things I would change, it's a bit like scuffed in places. The floors need a good clean, which we're actually going to do today.
It's
When we
loud.
get home, it feels like somewhere that like I spend a lot of time. I love cooking. I love the stone wall. I love the wood ceiling. I love that it kind of opens the doors onto the garden and we can cook pizzas and have a drink and then
Yeah.
come in. I like that room, and
I feel like that was the first room that we got.
that felt like us.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
probably the first room that we'd actually spent like. We hadn't like gone for the cheaper option.
Yeah,
like, we actually spent.
We
Like,
invested,
we invested in it. And
Yeah.
that was like the first room I feel like that we actually really did that, and it was like
Yeah.
really exciting. And
What's your favourite?
I do love the kitchen. I would say, well, right now obviously it's the.
Do you know,
the
I'm not
wardrobes.
even, this is really difficult, but I want everywhere to be somewhere that we completely love. And like today, I will be vlogging probably later today, but we've got new art arriving that I had commissioned for the living room, and I'm like, oh god, then when that's up and we've got the new bifolds and it's all like dressed, I'm like, that would be my favourite. And then
That's really nice.
we've got the walk-in wardrobe that's going to be done, which I'm so excited about. And then even the study now.
There's not
looks
one
really-
room
like,
that
I want
I don't
everywhere
love,
to
like,
be.
There's things that we
I think
are
the
changing.
bathroom I need to like just make a nicer colour. I feel that
Yeah,
colour
but
feels a
other
bit.
than that, I love it.
But yeah, so
I love every
Very
room.
happy.
Right now, I think I probably love our bedroom
I
the
was going to
most.
say that.
I love it, honestly.
The TV.
The TV, obviously
The
the
TV
TV, but
is
it's so
so good.
comfy, and
Yeah.
I thought I would find it a bit like smushed
Yeah.
because it isn't a big room. Like it's a
No,
small
it's-
room.
how big is the room? Like 2.5 by
Yeah,
3?
I think in the other in another video you said it was a size, and I was like, it's not that size.
What's smaller?
It's smaller.
I
than
measured
yours.
it.
I knew, but I think you said it's like 4x4, but that is not right.
Did I?
So I think you weren't really. You were just like throwing away a comment, but
That's so funny.
it's like 2.2
I feel like I always do the
by
opposite, and I
2.2.
normally like
It's-
make it smaller.
It is a small room, like.
No, it must be 3 by something, because a double bed is like...
No, a double bed's only 2 meters long.
Yeah, and,
And
it's
ours is
definitely
only
got
then
over
like
a
this
metre.
much after.
No,
Oh, at the end of the bed.
Yeah, the other side.
It's
So
probably like
3
2
point
by
something.
3, 2.2.
It's like
by
3.5,
3.
I think.
Either way, it's not.
Sorry, that went on for ages.
Yeah, you can cut that out.
negotiating.
You can. It's not that big, but so I thought it would feel quite cramped. But then
Yeah.
when you like, we do
Doesn't.
just sleep in it, and it.
It also doesn't feel cramped.
No, it doesn't. But I just love watching TV in bed. It's
Yeah,
so
it is
cozy,
nice.
honestly.
And the sky glass
Yeah.
I know, again, I said this in my last video, but a lot of people think that when you work as like a content creator or whatever, you just advertise things willy-nilly, which is not the case for me. Like with the Sky Glass, we thought about it as well for months.
Yeah, we went into the showroom, like made sure we liked it, watched it.
We went into the showroom 3 times to different showrooms to speak with different people. We
also knew that didn't really want it in the lounge because we've got all of that right, and that would have been just swapping it for doing something.
For the sake of doing it, yeah.
It just works so well in our bedroom. And where it is, you can't see it from when you're walking past. So like, I know a lot of people don't want a TV in their bedroom because it probably looks like all you do is watch TV, but you can't see it.
It does feel like quite a cinema vibe.
It is, and the sound's really good. And
sorry, I know we're bigging up the Sky Glass so much, but if you are interested, this isn't obviously an ad or anything, but it's also at the moment, it's only £14 a month for the first 3 months for the TV, the Sky subscription, all of that stuff, and Netflix, and then I think it goes up to 28. But
I don't think you're locked into a contract either, are you?
I don't think so. I think they can.
So you can just try it and send it back if you don't like it.
But I think it's then £28, which includes your Netflix, which I think is so good.
And the TV.
And the Sky. I think you get like the Sky movies and. So yeah.
Anyway, this sounds like such.
That sounds. We really love that.
I just do love it.
So yeah, maybe ask that question again in a few months because it'll probably be something else.
And I do love the wardrobe, so wait for that because that
probably will
so good.
Anyway, I'm going to round the video off there, but thank you so much for watching and for asking the questions. If there is anything else you wanted to know, please let me know, and if you aren't already, I would love it if you could please subscribe and like the video, and let me know what you thought down below. I feel like I'm actually, sorry, but one more thing, I feel like YouTube is the only place I am actually good at replying to everything because it's easier to kind of do it and I see all the messages, so yeah, I always like chatting with people there. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Right, should we get ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's get the dogs.